Hi there, it's Karen here from Turquoise Treasures. Welcome back to my channel, and I must say a big welcome to all these new subscribers that seem to have found me out there in YouTube world. So thank you for subscribing to my channel. I'm overwhelmed by how fast this has happened. Doesn't seem 5 minutes since I did my 600 subscriber giveaway, and we're nearly 800. I can't believe it. But so thank you for finding me and subscribing to my channel. I'll get started now I'm going to do some more ephemera making with bits and pieces from my to-do box and some autumn papers and ephemera and bits and pieces to make it. So I've got a few more bits for my journal. I'm beginning to build up a little stash. This one is one piece that you might have seen if you watch Roxy's Weekly Challenge this week, although you'll be seeing this probably next week. I'm trying to film ahead as usual. So this was one of the ones I cut out of some Blue Fern Studio paper. And I had a look at it and I thought, well, the colours are about right. And then it actually says here for fall planting. So I thought, well, that's actually ideal in that case. I think it's going to be an ideal pocket to put in my fall journal or autumn journal. So I just want to zhuzh it up a bit, as you do. Add a little something to make it a little bit more decorative. I'm going to start with a couple of easy things because I want to go on to a pocket that might take me a little while. So I thought perhaps I would try and see if I could find a little cluster from my cluster book, as I haven't dipped into here for a while. But I know I did a few autumn coloured, sorry, I'm just turning the pages here, seeing what I've got. I did a few autumn ones, here we go, here's a few autumny clusters, and I thought perhaps I could pull out one of those and see how it would look. Alternatively, I'll just do a little swatch of fabric and lace if these don't really go. I'm wondering about this one or maybe this one. So I think it just needs a little something up here, but is that going to be too much? Because it needs a little finishing touch on the top there. So what could I put on it? Let's have a look. See what I've got. I've got a tray of some bits and pieces somewhere, and blowed if I can see them now. Isn't that ridiculous? Oh, there they are. Yeah, I've got some stickers. I don't want those. I wondered about maybe a little wax seal on here. So I just pulled out a few that would possibly be the right colours. Haven't really got anything else in this tray that would work, so I'll put that to one side. Just have things piling up over the side there. So I wondered if maybe a little something like that. Just finish this off. Is that the right colour? That colour maybe. Not sure about that. It's a bit more coppery. Might be too orange, or there's a bit of orange in the background. Maybe that one. It's quite hard to choose. But I think if I'm going to use these clusters somewhere, a pocket's going to be better than a journal card, which has got to go in the pocket. So I think I might just do that. I think I might go back to this colour again. I think I prefer that. I think that goes best. So yeah, I think I'll just pop that on there and we'll call that one done. Although, is it ever done? I might want a label. Just thinking, where did I put my new book? Because I do have my little ephemera book, and it's not completely finished, but it's a lot further along, and I have lots of orange, and I have also quite a few brown labels. So I've got one that says autumn. Why not use it if it fits? Or There's Bloom, which, considering it's got flowers and it says something about bulbs here, maybe that would work. So there's the orange, and there's also some brown at the back here somewhere. I haven't got as many of these cut out yet, so I literally have got, I don't know, half a dozen. I've got flowers. Is that brown? That's the brown flower. Yeah, I'd rather have something like leaves or something more autumnal. It's the orange. I don't know, not sure if it works. It's the usual indecisiveness that I tend to be prone to, but I'm just going to have a quick look at some Tracy labels, and let's see if I can find something more suitable, if I can find them. Not those. And these, I think, are the Tracy ones. And I have printed off some more, which are still in my box somewhere. But on this occasion, I think brown might be best. Anyway, I often avoid brown. I'm not a big brown fan, but on this occasion... Oh, sorry about the noisy motorbike that's just zoomed past. It is that time of day. It's 5:15 in the evening, and I think people are hurrying home on their noisy vehicles, in their noisy vehicles, for their tea. I don't know. That one. No. I don't know what's the matter with me. I can't make my mind up. I just think the brown almost disappears into the background, doesn't it? Half of one. Okay, I'm spending too much time on this, so I'm just going to stick this down and leave it as it is. There comes a point when you just have to decide. You can't find the right thing, so just keep looking. Stop looking, I mean. Stop looking. Take this out. I might just pop a piece of something on that bit of sticky tape so that it doesn't stick the book together. Okay. Right. Might just bring that in a little bit, actually, because I would quite like to... Do I want to sew around it? Maybe not. Maybe I won't. Bring it back up again. That'd be fine. I might sew along the bottom or just down the sides or something, I'm not sure, because it's got a bit of a line there that looks a bit like it's been sewn. I think we might just call that done. I think it's caused me enough stress. Okay, let's put that back. And this one, I'll just keep this one handy. Right, what else have I got? I found this little piece in my box of things to finish off or to do something with. I think it came in a pack of bits and pieces. I think a pack of ephemera or something. And I just thought, actually, that looks quite nice and has a nice autumnal feel about it. It just needs a bit of finishing off, really. So I think what I might do to start it off, and I think I'll just use it as a double journal card. So I think I'll just do around the corners. And I'll ink. Right, so I've inked around it, inside and out, just to give it a little, frame it out a bit. And I just want to decorate this a little bit. So I've got all these bits of autumn ephemera here. And it's almost got a William Morris look to the design. Can you see that? It's really pretty. I've had it a while, but I didn't know what to do with it. But I just feel like perhaps this is the journal for it. I'm just wondering. I'm just picking out some bits at random to see if they'll go. Some leaves. Label. Little squirrel. No, it's wrong colour. Just want to pick out something that will just bring it to life a little bit. Don't think she's quite. She's not bad. Is that the sort of vibe I'm going for, though? Not sure. Oh, look what I found. It's a pocket. So maybe I should use that. I've got loads of pockets in the ephemera, but I may have mentioned before that I quite like just making my own. I don't always want to use the ones that came with the kit. Oh, there's another one. There are some mushroom stickers in here. As a general rule, I'm not really into mushrooms that much, but there's a time and a place, and I think autumn probably is the time for mushrooms. They might look alright on there. I don't know whether I should pop another one on. Is that too much? Yes, it's too much. Anything else that I could layer behind my mushrooms? That go on there. Oh, the other thing I thought I might use, I've got some of my paper ruffles here, and I wondered about putting one of these just along the edge, but I don't know how that would work with the mushrooms. Not very well, I think is the answer. I need something long and narrow if I'm going to use one of these, so I'm not sure. I might just stick with that. Maybe put some paper behind it. I've got this. Oh, it's been backed. I think that's going to be a journal card. It's already been backed. What else have I got in here that I'd forgotten I had? There's a smaller set of mushrooms here. So that's more of a vellum sticker, so I could kind of layer those up maybe. And I have this stamped stag. How would that look with the mushrooms, like he's in the forest? Oh God, could I put something up the side? I might have some of that, well, some of this brown leafy trim. I don't know if I've got any of it left. I have got some gold though. Maybe just for some extra, because this came in this lovely collection of goodies I got from my friend Tiana, and she, in amongst the doilies, gold doilies, she also sent me some of this gold leaf trim, which I love, and I've been hoarding it, as you do. But this has got to be the right journal for it. Well, this one and almost any other really that you care to mention. It's a bit of gold leaves and some mushrooms. That might look alright with the stag lurking among the leaves down there. Maybe that will be sufficient just to give this a little bit more interest, because I don't want to cover it completely. Okay, let's try just cutting that right there, I think, so I don't lose that leaf. Now I don't have a bit of stalk sticking up. Is that going to look odd? Go like that. No, that's not going to work, is it? That looks strange like that. That's where it's going to have to go. Okay. Bit of leafy trim. And some. I'm going to have to put these on first. Just wondering if they need a little something behind them. And when we mean a little say a little something, we know what we mean, don't we? Yeah, a bit of book page might be needed. Not sure. Let's just see. That's not the right shape. That's not quite right either. Let's find a piece that I like that will work for me down there. They're all going the wrong way, aren't they? I want a narrow piece. How will that look? And then that down the side. I don't like that now. Maybe I just need a smaller piece of this, because I quite like the colour of that. Maybe I just need to tear that down a bit. Just bring a little bit of colour in. Just down across the top. Like that. Kind of like that. Oh, I'm just going to do it. I'm not being very good at making decisions today. And I got it upside down anyway, because I wanted the torn edge on the outside, didn't I? Yep. I'm just going to put it down, go with it, because I need to move on. I thought these two little pieces would be easy, but knowing me, I shouldn't have been surprised that I've taken so long to get things down. That's the way it goes. Yeah, right. And let's put that down around there-ish, there-ish. That's got a bit wrinkled. That's better. And then yep, let's just pop him on there. No rhyme or reason really, just I quite like him. To pull it down a bit because otherwise it's going to go over the face of the stag. Maybe I could stick this back on. Oops. Maybe stick this piece back on. Just trim off the bit of... Trim it down a little bit and pop it back on that at the top there maybe. No. Nope, don't think so. Words. Are any of these words, I really want to use the brown. And I don't think I've got any that work. Wander, that might work. He looks like he's having a wander in the woods, doesn't he? How about having a wander? I might just... No, not with these scissors. No. I reduced the brown border a bit so it doesn't look quite so brown, so dominating. I might just pop that there. And we'll call that one done. Oh no, it isn't done because I've got to put something inside. I don't like the white. I suppose I could coffee dye it. I was going to put some paper in. Right, let's just have a look, see what I've got. I've got some coffee dyed paper. I just thought I could put this inside. So just painted over a piece of, I think it's just copy paper. I think I would prefer that. So I'll just I'll just tear it down and stick it on. Right, so I've just covered the inside with some coffee dyed paper, and I prefer the look of that to just inking around it and leaving it white. It's not really the look I particularly like, particularly with a journal in this colour scheme with all the warm colours. So I think I'm happy enough with that little double journal card. I suppose I could decorate the back, but I just like it as it is anyway. So I'm going to pop that in my box and call that done. Now the last thing I want to do, because I know this will be the only thing I get to do today now, is to make a pocket with an envelope. I've been wanting to do some envelopey things for a little while. I keep thinking, what shall I make? But I really like this pocket. I think I saw Gail Agostinelli make this pocket probably years ago, probably 3 years ago. She did a series on using this size of envelopes. And I think this was one of the pockets she made, or it might have been a new version of another one that she made, because you can make a simpler version, and of course I have to make the slightly more complicated version, me being me. So I've got a brown one. I haven't got many of these, but I thought it would work for this journal really well. But I've also got a white one here, but I think I want to use the brown. Oh, I've just realised I've left my art glitter glue in my craft bag. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, it's craft club day today, so I've been doing a bit of work on my little ephemera booklets this morning. Right, let's just glue this closed. Oh no, that's not right. I don't want to glue it all closed. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is fold it up to make my pocket. That's what I need to do first. Fold it. Where's my bone folder? I need to do it nice and a nice sharp fold. Because I don't want this bit glued shut, but I do want the rest of it. So now I can unfold it, cut this piece, okay, make sure that still works. So I need to glue, not yet though, not glue that down yet. It's been ages since I've made one of these, so I'm kind of figuring it out as I go along. But I have got the one I made right next to me, where I'm just keeping an eye on it so I can remember what to do, and then I'll show you the original prototype. So that's, I might just angle that a little touch so there's no danger of it sticking out at all. Alright, glue that down. Just make sure I'm not gluing to it too soon. I'm just figuring it out. Yeah, I do need to glue it down. As I say, it's been a while since I've done this, so I'm trying to remember how to make it, but I really like this pocket, so I thought it'd be fun to do something different for this journal. It's got a really big flap, this envelope. Okay, here's my little scraper tool that my friend Rhonda sent me. Okay, let's just stop this coming at the top. Okay, so that's the pocket, and then what we have to do here is make it into a bit of a tag shape. So something like that, and then do the same the other side to match. And just get that lined up. Cut this corner. And then we just take this piece Actually, we have to probably... Is that joined at the top? I can't remember if that's open. No, we have to cut the top, of course. Cut across the top a little bit to open that up. Okay. Then we can take this piece and fold it down. Now I'm not sure. Oh, that's it. I was going to say, it doesn't seem to be folding back as far as the other piece, but it's just because it got a little bit caught there for some reason. And again, I apologise. We seem to get a lot of motorbikes that just like to tear up and down this road for some reason. It's a very quiet village most of the time. Right, now I've got to just try and fold this so it looks straight along there. Fold that back, like so. And then you have your pocket. So you've got a pocket here, and another pocket here, and a little tuck here. So all I need to do now is decorate it. Now, I really think it's quite a nice, interesting pocket, a bit different. And then I can glue the pocket, all the pockety bits shut. So I can glue along here, and I'll glue this shut, but not until after I've decorated it. So I think what I'd like to use, I've got a really lovely piece from Artie Mays, this piece of paper here, and I think I might use a bit of that for the main part, and for this top bit. And then for the background, I thought I might use this neutral bit. This is from the Autumn Wonder kit. So I'm just going to tear this down. I want to try and get it as close to the edge as I can. So I don't know how much of the leaves I will get on here, but we'll see. Don't really want too much leaf, because it might look a little odd. And in my usual fashion, that's not very straight. Oh well. And I'll tear this down, hopefully it's a little straighter. We don't need an awful lot of this. It's just got to go behind the pocket and under the flap. So take that up a little bit more. I think that will actually be, hopefully that will be enough. Yes, I think it will. And then that can go behind here. In fact, it's a little wider than I need, isn't it? So I might just have to trim off this little bit. Well, maybe I'll trim it off after. No, I'll take a little bit off, a little bit. And then if there's still a bit sticking out, I'll just have to trim it, won't I? The thing is about using this envelope, if there's a bit of brown showing, it won't really matter. Okay, that works quite nicely there. And that will stick, that will glue down there anyway, so it'll cover that. Okay, so perhaps I'll just stick that down. Glue as I go. Okay, put my other envelope out the way. So, yep, I'm going to glue it down. I don't need to ink in advance because I can ink around it, and I'm going to sew around it. I shall try and sew around most of the things I've made. It's fine. Okay, so now I need to put a piece here and this piece here. So I could use some more of this, but I think I'd like to stick Right, let's just do this pocket first. Okay, and tear it down. I'm going to get the width and tear it, hopefully pretty much to size. This piece goes in here like that. Okay, it's not quite gone to, it's not quite as wide as I'd liked. Oh well, okay, it's okay. I haven't really torn it very well, I guess. I may save that to cut the top because it's a little bit. I think as usual I haven't quite torn it straight. I might just try putting another piece there. Okay. Are we straight? Sort of. Not particularly. Oh well, there we go. I'll tear that off. And I will just ink that top edge. Scissors. Okay, so that's going to go on there. Let's glue that. Wrong way up. Okay, that fits on there pretty well. That's right. Okay, and now I need to use one of these. So I'm going to work for both. Or I'll get another piece, slightly different colour. I wonder what bit to use here. I think I'll just use this piece. I'm just going to glue it on and then trim it, I think. Will it tuck in a touch? I might take it down a fraction. And then I can just tuck it just slightly inside the pocket. Yep. Try and get it in. There we go, we're in, I think. Alright, now we can trim it. And I'm not sure, I think this might not be big enough. No, it's not going to be big enough for the little flap. So I need to do this piece now. So I have this. How's that best to do that? Maybe I'll just glue. I'm going to, let me just grab a piece of paper to put behind it, and I might glue the flap. That might be the easiest thing to do. Will it wrap? Have I left enough to wrap now? Okay, we can try that. Haven't really left very much. I could have done with leaving a bit more, but never mind. We'll give it a go. Just see if I can wrap it around. Just reinforce the top of that pocket as well, but it will look neater. Just trim that bit. And wrap. Just tuck it around the back of the pocket. Okay. All I've got to do is trim off the corners. Don't need that now. I'm going to wipe my scissors because they're covered in glue. And this one. Right, let's see what we've got. So there's that, which I'm going to glue down. And there's this pocket, so I just need to cover the flap. So I could possibly use a bit of this for the flap. What do we think? Where's the other side? Will it look better if it's matching the background? I think that might look better, mightn't it? Just a bit of contrast there. So let's just tear it down a bit. I haven't got so much to cut off. How are we doing for time? Yep, this is taking me the rest of the video. I thought it would. And oh dear, we've got a leakage. Quickly mop that up. Okay. So what we need to come about there, fold it to about there, try and get the fold straight. Not fabulous tearing, as usual. Okay. So, if I were to do it right to the edge of that, I'd have a little tiny bit to fold around, wouldn't I? Might just do that. I'm going to glue this pocket shut. Okay. I am going to sew it as well, so it should be okay. And I just need to glue along the bottom edge of here. Again, this will be sewn around, so it should, as long as I can get it to stay wrapped around until I can get it to the sewing machine, should be fine. Okay, that's glued. And then we just need to glue down this flap. Oh, I suppose I should have inked along here a little bit, shouldn't I? And get that in there. Right, so there is our pocket. So I could put some decoration on here. I don't want to overdo it because it's really pretty the way it is. I am thinking maybe a little bit of lace trim along the top of the pocket, something very narrow. I've got this, but I don't know if it's the right colour, but it's the right width. Something like that, maybe. Not sure about that one. I've got some fairly narrow trims here. Or I have, what have I got in here? Sometimes they're narrow but a bit thick. This might be okay. Let me just have a look. Needs to tuck under there, but it is a bit on the thick side. Maybe if I took one of these slightly thinner ones and just cut it down, maybe that would work better. Maybe I'll try that. Because it's nice and thin, this one. It's not, but it's just too wide. Nothing's ever quite just perfect, is it? So would that just pop? So that's not going to bulk out the little tuck spot too much. That might work okay. piece there. Still haven't really cut that very straight. Excuse me. Having as much to drink today as I should have done. Yeah, I think I'm going to pop that on there. Probably should have put this on before I glued the little flap shut, but I didn't think of it, did I? But never mind. That's it. It's gone on. Just a little finishing touch at the edge there. And another little piece along here. So oh, I wonder whether just to use the top of this. I could just use the other half. Put that along there, couldn't I? Yes, you could. How would that look? Would that look weird? Would it look better to have this piece? Maybe I should make it match. Now maybe I can use this on something else. Let's try and cut this a bit straighter this time. Just see a little bit sticking out there. Otherwise, not too bad. Right, I think we might call that done. I just feel like I want a little something on here. What about him? You're too big. He's a little bit. He's an option though. Not ruling him out. No. That little owl. Hoot owl coffee. Hoot for owl coffee. No, he's still too big. Need something little. And what's this? Nope. That would work because that was what was on the original paper. Right, that's it, little finishing touch, and that's it done. Then I'll show you my prototype that I made ages ago. I'm sure following one of Gail Agostinelli's tutorials years ago, but I've always liked it. I'm not sure I've ever used one in one of my journals. So just move those aside for a moment. Clear the decks a little bit. Right, so that's our pocket from a envelope. And this was my original. This was using some of Artie Maze's free... Actually, I've realised they're both from Artie Maze papers. This is one of her from her freebie kit. As you can see, I have sewn around this one, and this is what I will do. I really like that bit of zigzag sewing, and it just has a really very small tuck spot here. But this one will be better because I can get something a bit more substantial in there. Yeah, I'm really pleased with that. So that's that. And what else have we done today? Not a lot, really. So I've now got, put this aside now. I've got another pocket like that. And I've got this little double journal card like that. So that's all we've managed today, but I'll keep plugging on. Maybe I'm thinking I might, I'm almost ready to do my journal cover. So that might be next time, who knows. Okay, thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.